everyone. Today we are going to be talking about cloth diapering at night, but with a heavy wetter. So this is a topic that a lot of our customers have been asking for, and so I am approaching this talk as a way to basically build your nighttime cloth diapering toolkit. Okay, so we're going to talk about principles of building in absorbency into your nighttime diaper. So I've got a bunch of goodies to talk through here. But first, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Laura. I am Thirsties social media coordinator, and I already see a bunch of people saying hi: Danielle, Meg, Lauren, Sarah. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I've got to say that today's talk is quite important because this tends to be one of the biggest hurdles that cloth diapering families face. And you know, if you've been following Thirsties, that we absolutely believe that you've got to make cloth work for you. And if that means part-time is what you got to do, that's fine. However, we want to make sure that the folks who want to cloth diaper at night have the tools to do that, okay? So, first off, let's just define what is a heavy wetter. Heavy wetter it's a relative term, really. I mean, there's no, it's kind of subjective. So just exactly, Ashley, every diaper counts. And so if you want a cloth diaper at night, we want to make sure that we give you the knowledge to do that. So let's first talk about what is a heavy wetter. Just for our purposes today, I am going to define a heavy wetter as a baby that will maximize or max out the absorbency of our two most absorbent styles of cloth diapers: Thirsties Natural Fitted and Thirsties One Size All-in-One. These diapers are very absorbent, and so if your baby is peeing out of these, you've got a heavy wetter on your hands, okay? So all of the tools and things that I'm going to give you today are going to be based on these two styles of diapers. Now, I want to be sure, this print, this is an Abby's Lane exclusive, Galactic. So all of these tools, I want to give you guys principles so you can look at what you have in your stash and how can you combine things and mix and match to basically build a nighttime cloth diaper. So a lot of this is troubleshooting and also kind of being diagnostic, really, in terms of, is my baby just an overall heavy wetter, like peeing just a lot throughout the night? Does my baby flood their diaper? Is my baby a tummy sleeper, so the wetness happens at the front, but the back of their diaper's dry? So you kind of have to do a little bit of detective work to figure out what is your nighttime cloth diapering challenge specifically, okay? So heavy wetter, though, we're going to say you're peeing out of our natural all-in-one and your baby's peeing out of the Thirsties Natural One Size Fitted, okay? So that's a heavy wetter according to this talk today. All right, so let's start by just talking through some absorbency tools that you've got. And we've actually got Jessica here commenting as Thirsties, and she's going to be sharing some of my main points. If you guys hear a bump in the background, it's actually my cat who wants to get in this room. I think I'm going to let her in so she's not bothering us at the door. Yep, here she is. Here's Kitty. All right, get inside. In or out. All right. So let's first talk about why are these two diapers our most absorbent, and why are they a good starting point for night, okay? So, well, first let's talk about the natural all-in-one. So our natural all-in-one has two soakers, of our hemp cotton knit. Now, hemp is what we call a stable absorber, meaning that it can absorb a lot, especially for how trim it is. So here are our duo hemp inserts, and you can see this is a really trim insert, but this is very, very absorbent. So that material is what's in the soakers of our natural all-in-one. And then we also have organic cotton in the body of the diaper as well. Oh, thank you, Jean Ellis, for sharing our video. We love it when people share our videos. The more people who get this content and get this information, we think the more success they're going to have cloth diapering. So we really appreciate you sharing. Thank you. All right. So in and of itself, this is a pretty absorbent diaper, right? Just the materials that's in it are very absorbent, very trim. Now, here is, oh good, Samantha got Jean Ellis here. Welcome, Samantha. Now, our natural fitted is a bamboo cotton blend, and inside, so the whole body of this diaper is absorbent, and then inside, snapped up on top, are the bamboo cotton blend soakers. So you've got 2 soakers there. So this is a lot of absorbency. Bamboo, like hemp, is a stable absorber. It absorbs a lot, especially for the trimness factor of it. All right. Now, these are absorbent materials, but what if your baby floods? So a baby who floods, that means that they hold a lot and then they release it. Cat, get down. It's like either Cat is bothering at the door or she's like climbing in front of the screen. If it isn't the children, it's the animals. Anyway, so these are very stable absorbers, but if your baby floods, you might need to use a faster absorbing material as well, okay? Hey, Beth, thanks for joining. Oh, and we've got a lovely retailer from Scandinavia sharing. Thanks so much. Okay, so if your baby floods, you might need to add a fast absorbing organic cotton is what we would recommend. So when you're building a nighttime diaper, you essentially want to think in terms of building it from the top down. So you want your faster absorbing materials like cotton, or the fastest absorbing cloth diapering material is micro terry. Okay, so this is the top part of our Duo Stay Dry insert. So you'll see it's the synthetic micro terry, but this is topped with a Stay Dry layer. Okay, so you want to have your fast absorbing material towards the top of the diaper. So if you have a flutter, you're going to want to think fast absorbency at the top, stable absorbency towards the bottom of the diaper. Okay, so if you have a flutter, just like got some, Tamara is saying, yeah, a super soaker and a super flutter. So you'll want to have some kind of fast absorbing material at the top. So let's say I'm going to build off of our natural all-in-one a diaper for a tummy sleeping flutter. Okay, what I'm going to do, since baby is a tummy sleeper, that means that the wetness is going to happen towards, we call this the front of the diaper by the waist. This is the front, and then this would be the back. Okay, so for a tummy sleeper, I would recommend you fold one of the soakers of the natural all-in-one up like that. And then if your baby's a flutter, I would add, if you're wanting to stay, my own personal cloth diapering, I prefer natural fibers at night just because I think they're a little easier on baby skin, and also they're easier to clean. So if I need a fast absorbing, I would go with organic cotton on top. Okay, so we've already got our soaker folded at the top, and then I would add, depending on, so our organic cotton doublers come in 3 sizes: newborn, small, and large. Large is pretty much if your baby is out of all of their rise snaps, like all of the rise snaps are open, that's when this would work well. Or you could fold the large over to make it fit, okay? So I would add an organic cotton doubler on top, okay? So that's what I would do. Now, here's a really important principle of building a nighttime cloth diaper, or anytime you're adding absorbency, you want to watch out for leg gapping, okay? What is that? So you want to be sure that all of the absorbent material is on the inside of the diaper, so that the elastics, the leg elastics here, will completely, so there shouldn't be any gapping. See there? Like pretend this is a baby's leg. Now if that would be a gap, cat like is determined to get here. So no gap, okay? The more absorbency you build in your diaper, the more potential there is for there to be leg gapping. So you really want to watch the fit anytime you're adding, okay? So is there any place that sells the t-shirts that I'm wearing? Actually, we did do a run of these, but it was just a limited run. So if you guys make enough noise, if there's enough demand for the Thirsties Happy Camper t-shirts, we'll probably do another run. So yeah, keep asking for it. Start a poll, and we'll see if we'll do another run. Okay. Do you sometimes need to change the rise snaps to get it to fit? Sometimes you do. Okay, and really, building nighttime cloth diapers, it's all about troubleshooting, right? You're trying different things on the inside to see if you can build enough absorbency to make it work. You're trying to make sure that the fit will accommodate for all of the extra absorbency you have in it, and make sure that it fits baby really well. Yeah, it's a lot of kind of trial and error, and it depends on your baby too, and just their shape. All right, so let's talk a little bit about our building a diaper with our fitted. So I showed you with the natural all-in-one, adding a cotton doubler. There also is, before we move on from the natural all-in-one, there is space too to put, like say you wanted to put an extra hemp insert, there is absolutely room to do that underneath the soakers. So if you're adding a duo hemp insert, since it's the same material as the soakers and the natural all-in-one, it doesn't really matter what order you put it in. You can put it under, you can put it in between, whatever works best for you. Okay? So yeah, there is plenty of room to have, you see that? There's our duo hemp insert there. And you might be able to fit an additional organic cotton insert on the top. You got to be sure that it's really kind of cased in there. That's probably, you'd have to be really careful not to get leg gapping. So here I have added an organic cotton doubler on top and then a duo hemp insert underneath of our natural all-in-one. Honestly, my daughter is not a heavy wetter, and she is just fine with just the natural all-in-one. But that said, if you have a heavy wetter, just add more tools to your diaper. right? Okay, so that's the natural all-in-one. Now let's talk about the Mac Daddy of nighttime cloth diapering, fitteds. Why do people love fitteds for nighttime? There are a couple of things. One, fitteds just, and this is Thirsties fitted and most other fitteds on the market, they just tend to be quite absorbent. The other thing about using fitteds at night, which is what helps for a lot of super soakers, is that when you're using a fitted and a cover, so this diaper here is a fitted and a cover, when you're doing that, you have 2 sets of elastics protecting against leaks, okay? So you see that? You've got the leg elastics of the fitted on the inside and leg elastics on the outside. Oh, good. I'm glad Tamara shared her nighttime solution. It is impressive. She's like built in tons of layers, okay? So a fitted paired with the cover, you have basically double protection, okay? Now, let's think a little bit outside the box here. So this is, like I said, organic cotton bamboo. So if you need to, you can fold the soakers in different ways. If you have a tummy sleeper, fold it like that. If your baby more goes towards the middle of the diaper, you can do that. You can kind of stagger your folding. All right. And of course you can add a organic cotton doubler on top. But also think outside the box too. For example, not all of the absorbency has to go inside the fitted. Okay? So what do I mean by that? Say you've got your fitted here and you want to add extra absorbency. If you're pairing a fitted with a cover, you can add extra absorbency on the outside of your fitted. There isn't any problem with that. So, for example, here is a size 2 hemp insert, just to compare for you guys. Here, back up. Here is size 1, here is size 2, okay? I'm going to assume I'm building this diaper. Oh, it's my husband. Hi, James. I'm going to assume that we're building this cloth diaper for a larger toddler, okay? So you could absolutely take your hemp insert and have that be on the outside of the diaper and then add that with the cover, okay? Because remember, hemp is a stable absorber, so, and bamboo is too. So if all of the absorbency is getting, sucked into the diaper, then you can have an extra layer basically on the outside, just like that, right? Yeah. Actually, one of our groupies from New Zealand, this is what she does. And when you're really stuffing a lot of absorbency in your nighttime diaper, a lot of folks love our sized covers for that. And yes, Holly, I will talk about wool. Even though we don't carry wool, a lot of people love wool at night. But when you are like building like a massive cloth diaper for nighttime, our sized covers they've got a little more of a generous cut in the bum area, in between the legs and in the bum. So, or maybe you have like a child with special needs and you are just needing a larger size diaper that you can fit a lot of absorbency under. A lot of folks like our large covers because they're quite generous, okay? So we have a duo wrap on the outside of our fitted, But what if that's not enough for your heavy wetter? Well, then you can add something on the inside of your fitted. Let's say that you need some faster absorbing. I'll do another. I really love putting the organic cotton doublers on the inside. It's just, they're so soft. They're nice and gentle on baby skin. So there you have it, all right? So we've got our organic cotton doubler, our natural bamboo fitted, a duo wrap on the outside, and this is a size medium sized cover. This is quite the nighttime cloth diaper. Yeah. Oh, that's big, huh? But you got to do what works. Remember that you want to be sure that all of the absorbent material is tucked under. You don't want anything peeking out, right? If you do that, that's going to wick onto your kiddos' jammies and wake them up, right? Yeah. So, there you go. All right. Now, also think outside the box too. If maybe you can't right now buy a bunch of organic cotton doublers, well, who says, pull out those newborn prefolds that you had. And maybe, I'm not sure if I've never really tried this, but maybe wrap your soaker with your newborn prefold. And if it'll still fit inside the elastics without leaking, I don't know, let's see. We're getting creative here. All right, so I've wrapped one of the soakers, okay, with a newborn prefold. Yeah, if you can get that to fit, or even maybe a half flat organic, well, it doesn't really matter organic, but if you have a cotton flat that you used, sure, why not? Yeah, repurpose what you already have in your cloth diapers, okay? Now, we're going to end with just a couple of things to kind of be mindful of and careful of when you're cloth diapering with a heavy wetter at night. Oh, good. Samantha says, brilliant. I have all my small prefolds. Yeah, use those prefolds, girl. You've already got them, right? So, couple things. I've already said, when you're adding lots of extra absorbency, be careful of leg gaps, okay? Also, another thing that can happen at night is baby might be really sensitive to wetness, okay? So you might want to consider adding a stay dry layer, whether that's just some kind of a polar fleece liner, or maybe build your diaper. Oh gosh, I've got so much stuff. My beautiful basket is now deconstructed. Use the top part of the stay dry duo insert, and that's got that stay dry fleece on top. That'll help with wetness sensitivity, right? Another thing too is you can also use some kind of cloth diaper safe cream to just add a little bit of a barrier. So that could be coconut oil, that could be our Booty Love, but this is nice just to give a little extra protection for your baby's diaper at night, okay? And also, one thing to note with nighttime cloth diapers is that if your baby is in that diaper, if the urine is in your diaper for 12 hours, it can start to break down into ammonia, which then equals stink. So if you have the cream that's in the jar tomorrow, this is our Booty Love. It's our diaper ointment. I also really love this though for chapped cheeks and things like that. It's, let's see, extra virgin olive oil, beeswax, Oregon grape root, myrrh gum, yarrow herb, and calendula flower. It's great stuff. I love it. So, what was I saying? Oh yes, stink. Spray your nighttime cloth diapers in the morning. It'll help. You don't have to, but if you're noticing, like, especially as your baby gets older, their urine becomes more concentrated, and so especially if you're going more than every other day washing, just rinse your nighttime cloth in the morning. Wring them out, put it in the pail or your wet bag, and that'll really help. Okay? One last thing I forgot to mention is another thing. Actually, our girl Sarah, this is what she uses. Our groupie Sarah, she uses a Duo Hemp Prefold, size 2. I think, don't you add an extra hemp insert? But this, that's a very absorbent diaper as well. And then you would just pad fold and layer that into a Duo wrap or a sized cover. Another thing you could do with this is wrap it with a flour sack towel. Because remember that flour sack towels tend to be cotton, and so that'll be pretty fast absorbing. And so, yeah, use a flour sack towel over our Duo Hemp Prefold, which this, my friends, this is a lot of absorbency. We've got that tunnel design so that it cleans and dries more easily. And all you do is just tri-fold it and lay it in a cover. And there you go. And 2, Thirsties does not sell a cloth, a wool cover, but a lot of cloth diapering families like using wool at night because wool, so like using wool over a fitted. Okay, so they even have woolies, like that could be like your jammy bottoms or just straight up wool covers. And if you use wool, go ahead and put that in the comments. What wool cover do you use and why do you like it? Okay. The thing about wool is that it is absorbent. It's not as waterproof as a Duo wrap, but it is waterproof. And it also breathes as well, okay? You do have to treat wool differently than the rest of your diaper laundry. You have to lanolyze it, and you have to, you don't have to wash it every use though. I think it's like maybe every 2 or 3. There are a lot of great blog posts about using wool and cloth diapering. Perhaps I'll put some of those in the comments. I, with my son, needed to use wool because he was a heavy wetter. And confession time. So my son started being a heavy wetter and I was totally overwhelmed. And the idea of investing in a cloth diaper that was just like my nighttime diaper, I was just kind of gun shy about that. Oh, I can't spend the money. But then eventually I got to the point where I'm like, well, I'm buying these fancy nighttime disposables and I'm technically kind of like throwing away that money. So eventually I just, I bit the bullet and I bought a fitted. I bought some extra inserts. I bought a wool cover and cloth diapering at night success with my heavy wetter. But it is intimidating to some folks. It can be a little intimidating just investing in more solutions. That can be kind of intimidating. And also, we need our sleep, right? And so you, that's like, oh, I don't know if I want to try something new and maybe it doesn't work and then I have to wake up. And so when you're looking at nighttime cloth diapering with the heavy wetter, kind of have your long game in mind, okay? It might take a little bit of time to troubleshoot and figure out what exactly works for your baby. It might take a night of waking up and, okay, so that didn't work because I had maybe a little bit of a leg gap. All right, let's fix this next, maybe we'll try something new tomorrow night. Just go through the season of that, and when you find something that works, hallelujah, right? And then you're set, okay? And then you go and you share on Instagram, or you share on Facebook, or you share in the Thirsties groupies. I finally found my nighttime solution, and this is what it is. And then people will benefit from, as my friend Donna Wallace over at Black Women Do Cloth Diaper, she has a hashtag share your cloth ways. And absolutely, if you find something that works, share it, okay? Because it is possible to cloth diaper at night. It just takes a little bit of troubleshooting. It might take a little bit of investing and some creativity, but it's definitely possible. All right, so hopefully this was a helpful live for you guys. Thanks so much for sticking through the whole thing. I already see a whole conversation going on about wool and how to treat wool. That's awesome. You guys are great. Do us a solid. If you have cloth diapering friends, go ahead and share this video so that they see it too. And hopefully we can give people confidence to try cloth diapering at night with their heavy wetter. And don't forget to pop over onto the Thirsties blog, because we do have a giveaway going on our blog right now for cloth wipes and our booty luster. So I hope you guys have a lovely weekend. Thanks again so much for tuning in. And if you want even more tips, or you want to continue the conversation, pop over onto Instagram, because we'll be there at 1:45 doing some more live chat. All right? Take care, everyone.